chemo first. And then slowly start moving him around to see where his range of motion is at through sideline. But I also use a lot of props because that whole area is usually really guarded, and because of the surgery. And then also working the belly, because that'll tighten up too.
Are clients interested in abdominal work?
Not many.
I pull out the anatomy chart and I show them where it's at and why it's hurting, and do that.
Yeah, he's pretty well versed in
They
anatomy.
usually are by that point.
Yeah.
When they've had many surgeries. If I can't get a whole lot of movement in the lumbar spine where the surgery site is, which is fine, what I'll do is when I have them sideline, sometimes I'll brace where the surgery site has been and mobilize above.
Around it, yeah.
Yeah, and because it's just finding out where they are. Because when you start releasing stuff too quickly, they can start spasming.
And when nerve damage is when I've always been working against them.
Yeah.
His toes and everything are like
Freaking out.
numb,
Yeah.
on fire, like, yeah.
Yeah, and then it's just also doing like the deep compression in the glutes to help with those peripherals and releasing around without also, because you have to be careful because you don't want to destabilize it all at once.
Exactly.
So it's a slow process.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I cannot do all of this in 6 minutes.
Oh yeah, no, dude. I have my one client he's got a spinal fusion, lower lumbar spinal fusion. Been in several car accidents.
Fucking glasses.
I've seen physical therapists, massage therapists, acupuncturists, like the whole nine. And he couldn't walk. I mean, like literally, he walked like a Ken doll. And
Whenever they're talking too much,
can you,
elbow to neck.
yeah.
I get paid the same whether we talk or not.
This always shuts them up.
Oh, perfect, thank you. And but anyway, so he came in and he couldn't move. It was very like jerky when I would move anything. It took us 5 weeks of 3-hour sessions once a week for us to even start really getting any sort of movement in the back.
Yeah.
And after about 8 weeks, he's now able to walk and he's starting to run again. And play with his hands and everything. But it's
Let's see if I can, so I can
it's
stretch
good.
her.
Like he comes in 3 hours, he does the homework.
Deep breath.
But I do stuff like this too with him. You know, supporting this surgery site. Is that helpful?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's about all we did sideline, right? Did a little twist. So could I include it here, you guys? Because this is the position we're in when I like to do my adductor work.
You don't get me for it.
Well, because we talked about this. But you asked us today about adductors. This is like sideline is when we do it. This wasn't included in what we had like written down to kind of start with, but I figure since we're here, we might as well flow into it. So with the adductor work, I'm used to, I haven't done table in forever. So when I do this on the mat, I'm putting my foot right up at the top. I have the most important part here is that her leg is number one, supported and lifted up so that way it exposes all this great stuff up high. And I'm going to come in not with this pointy part unless they want it, which generally they don't. I'm going to come in with a big broad. How's that?
What part of your leg is that?
I would say it's the shin.
It's your forearm on steroids.
My forearm on steroids.
It's her forearm on steroids.
So I'm sitting here, right? I'm just hanging out. I've got hands. She's got a calf. Because these sustained points, it seems so boring to give, but it's so important to allow the muscle to just receive it and start to relax. Sometimes too much movement is almost like counterintuitive. Like the muscle will be like, whoa, 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 chill out with all that movement. Just hang out a little bit.